Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Nick Underhill, and you're watching The Dot presented by Matt Bauer's Auto Group. Yesterday's news of Ryan Ramczyk lowering his base salary brings a close to kind of a whole era of Saints football. That move by Ramczyk was basically to drop his salary down to a point to where the Saints don't have to carry it on the books, and then he'll retire on June 2nd, at which point it allows the Saints to take his remaining cap hit and split it over 2 seasons. So he gives them a little bit of flexibility to make some moves. And that knee injury, obviously, as we heard last year, is not going to get better. And that's going to bring a close to his career, which means Alvin Kamara is now the last man standing from that historic 2017 draft class that the Saints used to rebuild themselves after 3 down years from 2014, 15, and 16. And it's just kind of crazy to think about it that all of that is kind of now in the past, and it doesn't even feel that long ago. But all of those hallmark players for this team from that draft class, plus Drew Brees, Michael Thomas, and some other guys are now out the door. And it's pretty much just Alvin, Cam Jordan, and Demario Davis as the guys from that previous regime. And the Saints are now going to have to go look for a new coach. They're going to have to start this rebuilding process of the roster. And that just kind of was another move that was a reminder that the good old days are over. And this is a new era. And the Saints need to find a new way to get back to that. And we're going to see if they can do that. That's going to be the key, basically, to the franchise's future, and who knows how it's going to play out. They got to get a lot of things right this offseason. First, they got to get the right coach. Then they got to make the right moves in free agency. Then they got to find the right guys to get rid of to kind of restart this rebuild. And then, more importantly than anything, they need to make the right draft picks. I think the Saints need a draft class that can help them galvanize their future. That 2017 draft class, that's not going to happen again. You can't ask another team to do that. It's one of the best drafts of all time. But they need to hit on a few picks here and get the next Ryan Ramczyk and get the next Alvin Kamara and get the next Mike Thomas. Just some guys that can go out, be key contributors, maybe find a Pro Bowler and start that rebuilding process that so desperately needs to happen here to get them back to the glory days.